Welcome back. Cold weather, rich foods, and holiday laziness can affect even the most dedicated health nut. Jane Erickson explores the pitfalls of trying to stay healthy in the winter months.
The winter months have turned the campus of St. Thomas University into an empty wasteland, both outside and inside. Whether it's the courtyard or the J.B. O'Keefe gym, people seem to be inclined to bundle up inside with hot chocolate and cookies than they are to be seen anywhere else. There are more holidays in the winter than any other time of year. Most of them are based on food, so it comes as no surprise that students pack on the pounds. From turkey dinners at Christmas time to drowning Valentine's Day sorrows in half-price candy, it's easy to put up healthy eating habits and indulge. Becky McRae is usually dedicated to her fitness, but she says it's hard in the winter.
In the winter, it's just not nice out and the sun's not out and there's less activity. You have to actually leave your house and come to the gym. When in the summer, I can just go outside for a walk or other activities.
Even the most motivated athletes know that winter can put off your drive to hit the gym. Long periods without sunshine and prolonged cold temperatures sap energy and make getting to a workout a chore. But leaving healthy eating and exercise habits behind in the winter can affect your health. Linda Hoyt at the UNB Student Health Center says that moderate exercisers get 20 to 30% fewer colds than those who don't exercise in the winter.
The cold weather, of course, everyone wants to stay inside out of the cold. So, and there are large groups of people together. So if there's any virus or bacteria going around, then of course it's going to spread to everyone much easier. People probably don't eat as well in the wintertime because there aren't local fresh fruits and vegetables the same as in the summer, and people aren't out and about like they are in the summertime. And I'm sure the sun also has some curative powers in the summertime. I don't know that, it's just my observation that being out in the sun, being out in the fresh air seems to make everyone's immune system better and they feel better, I'm sure, and don't pick up things like they do in the wintertime.
Aquinian fitness columnist Stephanie Fauquier says that losing the extra pounds students put on in the winter is easier than people think.
But I find that once I go to the gym, I always feel better. So I have to make an extra effort in the winter, but it always pays off because you have the summer to look forward to looking smoking.
She says that staying organized makes it easier to let yourself indulge at those holiday parties.
And so I find the best way in the winter to kind of get rid of that whole let's put on 5 pounds is to keep a food journal. And when you keep a food journal, you record everything you're eating and you're less likely to eat something that's junk food, because why are you going to write down that you just ate a Big Mac and fries, right? So by keeping a food journal, I don't know, that's how I find that I'm less inclined to binge eat in the winter.
Making fitness a priority in the wintertime is difficult. After New Year's, there seems to be a rush to the gym, but it subsides around February. So whether it's for stress relief, warding off sickness, or fitting into that March break bikini, staying fit in the wintertime is as simple as eating everything in moderation and breaking a sweat. For Stu Journalism, I'm Jane Erickson in Fredericton.
Shoppers beware. A recent study found that people across the country are paying all kinds of different prices for healthy food. If you want to start eating healthy, it could cost you a pretty penny depending on where you live in Canada. A recent study by the Heart and Stroke Foundation found that shoppers are paying anywhere from 2 to 6 times more for healthy food than other communities across the country. For example, 1 kilogram of brown rice costs $2.96 in Nanaimo, British Columbia. Compare that to the $5.88 shoppers pay for the same product in Woodstock, New Brunswick. Heart and Stroke Foundation spokesperson Mary McKenna says access to healthy food is a democratic right that shouldn't be reserved for those with deep pockets.
We also know that there's an economic influence on health. So if people have higher income in this country, then generally their health is better. So what the Heart and Stroke Foundation is saying is we got to have a level playing field here. And the report also showed, because they did a survey with people, that about 20% of people were actually limiting their food choices in terms of healthy food choices because of cost.
The consequences of the high cost of healthy eating are that people are drawn to less healthy, cheaper alternatives such as pop and chips. Prices for those products are fairly stable across the board. The study had volunteers across the country buy 56 items from a national grocery chain. In South Vancouver, they paid about $175 for the products, while in Newfoundland, the bill was nearly $300.
Saturday was a good day to be a dog in Fredericton. Pets and owners were out on the town to rally for change to animal cruelty laws. Many say the laws are long overdue. Public outcry comes after a Minto man was acquitted of animal cruelty in the killing of 5 dogs. That incident has garnered support for a new bill from New Brunswickers of all ages and species. Fredericton MP Keith Ashfield was in Ottawa on Saturday, but Provincial Conservative Director Kevin Price was at the rally to pass on a message.
Mr. Ashfield wants you to know that you have his support 100%.
The rally was hosted by concerned citizens to raise awareness about the outdated animal cruelty legislation. The current law has been in place since 1892, and these Frederictonians say they're ready for a change.